Tools That Shape the World by Alan Vigil. Tools, man's greatest technology ever created. Since the dawn of the caveman era, humans have found ways for tools to help them survive. Tools are very useful to our lives. They protect us from danger, they help us gather food, help us survive, and they help us to thrive. What is a tool, you ask? A tool is a handheld device that aids in accomplishing a task. Without tools, the world would not be the same. People often argue or debate what is the most important tool ever made. Here is my opinion from the most important tools ever made from first to last. Let's start this countdown. Number 10. The harness. The harness is a tool used for the domestication of horses, cows, and bulls. Created around 6,000 years ago, it's also used for farming. Number 9. The pencil. The pencil is perhaps one of the greatest tools ever made. The reason? Without the pencil, there wouldn't be mass education and literary elements. Thanks to the Romans, the very first pencil was made. In 1564, the Europeans created the wooden case pencil, which we use today. Number 8. The scythe. The scythe is a tool that made farming easier and harvesting as well. Created around 500 BC by the Romans, the scythe provides a safer way to work by preventing cuts to the fingers and hands. Number 7. The sundial. The sundial, again, is another very important tool. It keeps the time. When it's daytime, you know what time it is. Created back long ago in ancient Egypt, Egyptians used this device by the sun's position and using its shadow to tell the time of day. Number 6. The rifle. The rifle is a well-known tool that was made in Europe and spread all over the world. Many Americans have used them in wars. The Civil War, World War I, World War II, the Vietnam War, and the Afghan War. The rifle can prove that it is very lethal over all the lives it claims since it was created. Number 5. The telescope. The telescope made us get a closer eye on the stars in space. Astronomy was made long ago when the first man looked at the stars. But in 1609, brilliant inventor Galileo Galilei introduced the first telescope to astronomy. The telescope lets our view expand of the stars and space. Number 4. The compass. The compass is a directional tool. It helps people who get lost. Worst case scenario, lost in a forest. It uses the magnetic field of Earth to show north, south, east, and west. Number 3. Eyeglasses. Eyeglasses and some other eye correction tools have greatly helped humans with their bad eyesight. Without this tool, nearly 1/3 of the world's population would be blind with haze. Eyeglasses were made around 1000 AD, and in 1263, Italians made the first lens frames. Number 2. The abacus. The abacus is perhaps the second most important tool ever made. Created around 3000 BC by the Chinese, they were the first to discover the birth of math calculation. From there, they started to evolve math. The first abacus could do adding, subtracting, multiplication, and division. Number 1. The knife. The knife is the number 1 most important tool ever created. The cavemen lived long ago and they needed some type of protection. The knife was created by either mammoth bones or by stone. They offered protection, hunting, gathering, shelter, and assure the sake of survival against the world. Many brilliant inventors later added more things to the knife to make it more efficient. Even after all those years, the knife is perhaps the most important tool ever made by my opinion.